Well, it's my second day in Atlanta, first day of Dragon Con proper, and I'm headed down to get my badge, which will actually give me the authority to arrest and detain dragons. Walking downtown from my hotel, it's really amazing in the daylight. I was walking down here last night. It was just a sea of crack whores, and the only evidence they were ever here is, a couple of crack whore corpses. But I'm sure the city's going to clean those up. You might be wondering why I didn't bring my camera to last night's star party. Well, I don't like to film other people when they're getting drunk. It's a little embarrassing, and I wouldn't want anyone to do it to me, so I'm not going to do it to anyone else. Do unto others. That's what I always say. That's what my t-shirt says anyway. Okay, so maybe I don't want to film people getting drunk, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to tell you a story of something that happened while someone was drunk. I don't want to go into too many details, but let's just say that our own Christian Walters, who writes for AmateurScientist.org, is going to be my special guest co-host for our live podcast on Sunday. He gave me what I could conservatively call the best hand job I've ever received. So there's that. So I finally found the nerds I was looking for. And in addition to them, I found Dr. Stephen Novella from The Skeptic's Guide to the Universe. I wouldn't call you a super nerd. Is that
if you host your own podcast that's in the science realm, you're by definition a super nerd. I hate to break this to you.
Actually, I as I said earlier, when I was telling the camera that I was looking for nerds, I know that there are some people at home who are going to be saying, well, just look in the mirror.
Right.
But I couldn't find a mirror, so no nerds for me. So what are you looking forward to at Dragon Con here?
There's the skeptic track, the podcasting track, and the science track, so there's lots of activity. I'm going to be giving a few talks and panels and enjoying the rest of them. It's actually really, really active.
Yeah.
Who would have figured, a science fiction convention was packed with so much science.
So do you think that our big crossover celebrity this year, Adam Savage from Mythbusters, is going to bring in the riffraff to the skeptic track?
He's definitely going to be here. We'll see. We'll see. He was kind of a last-minute addition, I understand, so I don't know how much play he's going to get, but it'll be interesting to see how much he fills.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's going to be standing room only, so I think everybody needs to be on their best behavior. Are you nervous?
No.
Okay.
About what?
About all of that. Look at these people. These people might come into the Skeptic track, looking for the famous Mythbuster to blow something up, and then they find the Skeptic's Guide to the Universe.
Even last year, with no non-skeptical celebrities. In other words, no people who are celebrities outside of the skeptical universe. There would still be the occasional costumed person in the audience.
Right. Sometimes they were the skeptical celebrities.
I think that there are, a lot of skeptics are also sci-fi fans, so there's immediate crossover there. I don't think we got a lot of non-skeptical foot traffic. I just think that our fans are sci-fi fans, and that's where the crossover is.
So what do you think we can do to bring in the non-skeptics this year? Aside from Adam Savage, is there something we can spread a rumor that something's going to be happening at the Skeptic panel?
This crowd need hot babes.
Hot babes.
Hot babes.
We got plenty of those.
The formula is really simple.
I didn't see you at the Star Party last night.
I just flew in this morning.
Those were some hot babes last night at the
right?
Star Party.
Is that right?
Well, they were dressed really well and they were slightly drunk. So,
right.
So
it's all about context, right?
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a good Dragon Con this year. I hope so.
I think it'll be great. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing the podcast and seeing you around the convention.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm here in line for the Ghost Hunters panel with James.
Yep.
James, do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Then why are you in line for the Ghost Hunters panel? This is a long line. People can't see, but it goes around the block.
I find the show very entertaining. I'm entertained by how interested they are in it in a way. I guess. Yeah. They get so into it. It sort of seems like this mindset that sort of fascinates me when we watch it. See how they interpret things through sort of their ghost hunting lens. I find very entertaining.
So do you think that their skills and investigation are adequate for finding ghosts if they were real?
I'm no expert, so I guess I can't really attest to that. I am told that they don't necessarily always use their equipment as it was intended, but I really cannot, from experience, verify that.
Why do you think they're so popular? I mean, this is there was William Shatner
Right.
and Leonard Nimoy this
great,
morning.
yep.
That line was huge. There was the line to catch a glimpse of that tiny elfin person named Felicia Day. And then there's this line. And it doesn't seem like Ghost Hunters would necessarily have the same cachet of fans as some of these others, but apparently they do. Why do you think that is?
I'm guessing there's a variety of motivations. Mine's probably atypical, but you know, I mean, it's part of folklore, and people like things that reinforce that, I'm sure. You know, and like I said, for me, I just find it interesting the way they almost scare themselves.
Would you like to believe in ghosts?
I would like to believe whatever can be demonstrated.
Fair enough.
How about Jason and Grant? Thank you for being.
Another person mentioned the ghost of the 9-year-old earlier. I was wondering if you're uncovering evidence that there are like immortal spirits of actual used to be living people haunting the earth for all eternity. Don't you think that deserves a little more serious attention than running around in the dark with infrared cameras?
Then running around what?
With infrared cameras?
Well, how else would you go about it?
Well, if you really think that if they're really spirits of dead people, shouldn't you be like trying to talk to physicists and scientists? And,
Good luck.
And
That's what this show is all about, to try and get awareness so people will cooperate with us. You want to check out the skeptics panel and see how willing they are to cooperate.
The ghost hunters went on to say that the reason they don't collaborate with scientists is because scientists refuse to cooperate with them. And I think that extended to amateur scientists as well. And it might sound like bullshit, but actually I think there's some basis to it. I used to get these emails from what I now know to be the ghost hunters, but I deleted them because I thought that it was just more spam from ghost humpers.
Interesting.
Refugees from the latent homoeroticism panel.
Dude, like they haven't drank out of dirty glasses.
This is what skeptics do when they're drunk.
Jesus Christ, they have slept in trunks.
We've seen some girls want to go right to this stuff.
Oh!
It's ruined the first question.
Orgy will break out any minute.
This doesn't like suit you.
Well, that's the end of day 2 of day 1 of Dragon Con. Day 2 of me being in Atlanta. And once again, I'm a little drunk. Just a little drunk. Look, just get off my fucking back. Get off my fucking back. I do not have a problem.